Oh, this is from Joey C.
How are you doing this?
I don't have a lot of money, but I had to get a hold of you today. I had to see that you emailed me, so that's why I had to get a hold of you.
Joey C. Is you though, right?
That's me. That's me. Yeah.
Joey C. Kevin, fuck Shuley is nothing but a general manager for 15 years for the Whack Packer. That's his resume. I'm ready to tell you everything. Give me the link. I will not be disrespectful to your show or you.
He told you everything.
It's weird seeing stuff from the future.
It's amazing.
That's pretty cool. But you know, Kevin,
I make dreams come true. Right? How much money are you making off of my show? Yeah. You're like a millionaire. Your best year was $30K. You're gonna top that this year. Thank me. Wait, is Joey C here?
Yeah, we got Joe C on the line. Want me to bring him in?
McCall was there too, so it's like he's fighting with two of them. I'm saying, hey, Joey.
Joey.
You right?
What's happening, guys?
Oh, you sound good. You didn't have
a
stroke,
I don't
right?
know what's no. I don't know what's going on here, but apparently, according to Shuley last week, when I'm getting every day I get texts from a guy that says he's Joe Producer and asking for naked pictures of my wife. Asking for all this stuff. Now, last week I sent a super chat. Kevin read it. Kevin read the super chat, and you tried to defend it. And Kevin said, "No, that's exactly how you guys do it." Okay. And this Joe, the producer, or whoever he is, all right. Shuey's claiming it's a troll. They can do that. They can type your number, make it look like it's someone else. Well, I don't know. I slept late today because I was up late and I wasn't feeling well. And I see a text from Shuey. I'm sorry. And then I go to catch the show to see what's going on, and all of a sudden I had a stroke. So I guess the same person that Shuey claims is the troll must be trolling me now, okay? So what the I mean, I don't get this, okay? This is crazy.
They can get into the phones like that.
You know, and he
can get a
Well, Shuey is nothing but a glorified babysitter for the Whack Packers. That's his whole resume and his whole legacy.
See, now you're going to give yourself a stroke.
He couldn't compare your resume to Kevin's resume to Stuttering John's resume. He said it best the other day, Shuley. This is not radio. It's just YouTube. Right? It ain't a network. It's YouTube. Okay? Kevin, the very first moment I listened to you, I had mixed feelings about it. But then when I read you start reading about you and where you're from and your background, I said, this guy's solid. Bob is a gentleman of gentlemen. And Bob did say today on the show, off the air, you're one of the nicest guys and you're one of his good friends. Just for the record, Bob did say that about you.
Kevin doesn't like me anymore, but yeah, it's the truth.
That's a fucking lie, Bob. Off the air, I'm not that nice.
No, but we get along. It's a different kind of. It's different than it is on air. But I'm not saying it's always fucking.
All right, Joey C, go ahead. What else?
And then his band of misfits in his chat room. Let me tell you something. And then they want to make this big deal about my family. Let me tell you, they changed the time on June 5th for me to come on the show. I already had promised that I'd take my son to court. I had to take my wife to my brother-in-law Social Security. So I didn't want to miss the show. So I had them all the cards. Listen, I got to pull over at 11 o'clock. I'm going to go on the show. And now they made a big mockery out of that. When it was announced yesterday, you know what? I'm all for good humor. I'm all for laughs. I'm not on here to be, let me tell you something. I'm not on here to be rich, make money. I teamed up with Jake for sincerity. I don't even care. If they send money, goes to Jake. I don't want no part. I'm not that type of person to take advantage of a person with disability. I got 2 grandkids that are autistic. I got a profoundly deaf daughter who's 29 years old, who's never heard or spoken in life, who's doing 7 years in prison because 7 years ago, because she has some mental issues, she stabbed me and my wife and tried to kill us. She went on probation for 10 years because we fought hard, and she violated her probation because of an asshole boyfriend beating the shit out of her. And I couldn't help her, so she's doing 7 years, and they're treating her like garbage there because she's deaf, and they're all taking advantage of her. So I go through that. I lost my other daughter when I was in prison last year, and they wouldn't even let me go to the funeral. So I poured my heart. I've been following Shuey for a long time, okay? And Shuey's been a prick to me ever since. Someone posted his phone number on the chat. And I'm like, okay, this has got to be another prank. who would post their phone number. I called it, and I did not think it was going to be Shuli. When I heard his voice, this was months back, I said, shit, do I hang up on the guy and be rude? I said, Shuli? And this was the night before I was supposed to go on a Miserable Men show because he wanted to tell my story. And he fucking went crazy on me, and then he stopped talking to me, and I just left it alone. I said, you know what? I'm not going to get sucked in like the Stern show and me and Ronnie Munn, the big falling out we had, and get sucked in and make myself nuts, okay? I'm not a psycho like everybody claims I am. Well, I can be. I'm a family man. I've been a good father my whole life. I got 13 grandchildren, okay? I worked my ass off my whole life, but, you know, I was the guy that had many, many habits in my life that caused me to be where I'm at today. I'm on disability. I'm not healthy. If I continue to go the way I probably am going to be dead by the end of the year, okay? My feet are 3 times the size of what my normal feet are. My legs are swollen. I woke up today. My wife's good. You're going to hospital. I won't go to the hospital because you know what? I can't stand them. I can't. So if I die, I die. That's the way it is. You know.
Go to the hospital. I go.
I'm trying to do good with this, and the misfits. They're all tough guys in that freaking fucking chat. But you know what? They all got, and that American Cupcake, who's really a man, he's probably, I don't know what he is. I don't care if YouTube gets mad. And Kevin, I got nothing but respect for you. I think you're in Chicago, buddy. No matter what. Catholic Chicago, I'm a Catholic Irish Chicago. I'm an Italian Catholic from Chicago. Born and raised on the streets, pal. Okay? I'm a street guy my whole life. Ray, I got sucked into the Ray DeVito thing, and you know what, Ray? I see you're a good guy, Ray. You're a good guy. Okay? You know, you're a funny guy. You do a good show. And Shuli, all he does is run. But why does every day, here's what Shuli said yesterday. If he's going to block me on his phone, he would privately send it to me. Listen, if you don't stop, don't text me no more. He has to put it on the air because he wants to get the misfits riled up. And Joe, the producer, he's scum. Scum.
What happened with you guys?
Okay, he's scum. That they would hire a guy like that. He's a piece of shit.
Watch out, he's got a gun.
What did he do?
I got plenty too, Ray. I don't worry about that, Ray. Ray, I'm a Sicilian for the streets, pal. I don't care. I don't care about prison. I don't care about police. If you come after me and my family, I promise you, it'll be the biggest mistake of anybody's life. Okay?
You're too young. You're safe. You're too young.
Yeah.
You get older, he's going to come out.
Ray, let him talk, Ray.
I'm a real person. And Kevin, the whole thing about me I would love to be part of you and learn from you because I just admire what you've done. I've seen all the awards you got. You did NSL. You were a writer. Can Shuli say that? And Stuttering John. I spoke to Stuttering John about 3 months ago on the phone. We talked for about a half an hour, okay?
How do you get everybody's number? I don't even have Shuli's number.
I would no. Stuttering John used to have on the balcony in Patreon, and part of the membership, he called his members once a month on the phone.
Yeah. Oh.
So he called me.
At what level? What tier?
Kevin, you should start doing that.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to have $100 tier. I have $100 tier. And they're going to be like, don't answer the phone. Don't answer the phone. It's Brennan.
Well, I'm sitting on my desk here.
I didn't think he was really going to call.
He goes, Joey C. I go, yeah. He goes, this is John. I go, John. He goes, Stuttering John. And we talk. And then I said, so I go, congratulations on your Uncle Rico show. I didn't know. I thought he was part of it. He goes, what are you talking about? And then he goes, I'm not working for those guys. He goes, I hardly know that Shuli guy. He says, they're just a bunch of loudmouths, and they're not going to be around long. And we talked, and then we talked about that my daughter passed, and we talked about some of his things, and he was just great. Gentleman of a gentleman. And as far as I'm concerned, Shuli has made his living since he's been on YouTube. What has he been on, about 18 months now? What has it been? It was Uncle Rico. It was Stuttering John. Now it's the Ray DeVito business. That's all he's got. What happens when Ray finally says, that's it, there's no more Ray stories, okay?
Yeah, Ray. What happens if Ray doesn't go on a date this weekend? The Shuli Network shuts down.
Ray never
you're
goes
from Cleveland,
away.
right? You're Cleveland, Ray?
Yeah, I'm in New York City.
Say it like you're proud. Say it like you're proud, Ray.
I'm in New York City, you sons of bitches.
Hit the like button, you fucking hit the like button, you fucking cowards.
And is it true that you and Bob, you guys are partners in a comedy club in New Jersey, or is that just someone blowing off some false information?
Well, you're gonna have
like 4 months ago.
You say you're Sicilian. All right, you say you're Sicilian. You're gonna have it blown up.
Yeah.
I would never hurt anybody.
Let us
I'm
buy
not
the
that guy.
insurance first. Let us buy the insurance first.
Well, you didn't even
But no,
start the fire.
And
They call it Shuli Lightning.
Shuli Lightning. Shuli. But Shuli, well, I told him every day. One day last week he texted me, "I'm going to have you on the show, buddy. Don't worry, buddy. It's just hacks. Don't worry. You're going to be on the. He lies every time. Every time.
You were going to be.
I've been saying that for forever, Joey. See, I say this lion snake.
But Joey, you were supposed to be on today, and he got a text message that you had a stroke. And
he never said
an email.
Yeah, but why did you not respond to why did you not respond to my email saying you could come on today?
I didn't. I just woke up at 3:30, Kevin. So I didn't. I just got up at 3:30.
What time you go to bed if you wake up at 3:30?
I went to bed at 8:00 this morning. I was making videos. I stood up all night putting together this video with me and Jake as possible of a new intro for the Jake and Joey C show, and I sent it out. I made 3 of them, and it's on Reddit. It's on my YouTube page. And yesterday I was on a show, and Dr. Chow, I know his organization. I guess they rate the YouTube people, and he even said,
"Please never say that." First of all, he's not a doctor, and please stop talking about it. He's the guy. And he's going to get me in federal prison because I'm embezzling and laundering money in the Bahamas.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
No, I am. That's where all my super chat money goes.
He's this close to going away.
Right to the Bahamas.
Hey, listen to me. If you do go to federal prison, ask for Coleman Camp. That's where I was for 9 months. It's a piece of cake. They don't lock the doors.
What'd you go to jail for? What'd you go to jail for?
In 2017 hurricane, I think it was Hurricane Irma in Florida.
Blame the hurricane.
Well, no, with FEMA. My wife
took credit for it.
Would you rape a hurricane? What the fuck happened?
No,
because a lot of times they're lady names.
My wife made a false claim. My wife made a false claim to FEMA. And apparently the feds were investigating her for 3 years. January 31st of 2020 at my home, I get a knock on the door. And the knock, I got up from my desk and I told my daughter, I said, "That ain't no normal knock. That's the police." She goes, "How do you know, Dad?" I go, "Trust me, I can tell by the way they're knocking." So I go, "Just go take the baby and go in the bedroom. I'll take care of it." So I open the door. It's the feds. "Can I help you?" "We're looking for Christine Catalano. She don't live here no more." "She don't?" I said, "No." He said, "Oh, you must be Joe." I said, "Yeah, I'm Joe." He goes, "Where's she at?" I go, "I don't know. We're separated. And I don't know. I don't know where she lives." He goes, "You sure about that?" I go, "Is there any more questions? I don't want to talk to you guys." So he goes, "Okay, no problem." And I slammed the door on his face. Meanwhile, my wife was hiding in the bedroom. So,
You lied to the feds?
You can't do that.
You don't have to talk to. Nobody said you have to talk to any police when they come in. They got to have a probable cause and a warrant. And so he came the next day and he goes, "Listen, I just want to talk to her. If you allow me to talk to her, we can put this all to bed." So he came out and I talked about it. I said, "I'll be with you." I go, "As long as I can be with my wife." And we did. I go, "Come in my house." No, we're not allowed to go in the house, and I understand for safety reasons. We're out by my driveway, and he's drilling my wife, and I'm listening. I go, "That's it. The interview's over." I go, "This is leading to he's not here to clear up he's here to tell you he's got all this evidence that they're gonna indict you." He goes, "You shut up." I go, "What'd you say to me?" I go, "No, I'm not sure." So I went ballistic on the federal agent. His partner handcuffed me and said, "That's it." They threw me up up on the ground and sat me in a chair, and he stood next to me, and I kept telling him, "Listen, this is my exact words. What's the matter, you fat motherfucker? Take the cuffs off so I can beat your fucking fat ass. Come on, let's go."
Officer Iraq? Because
they were federal. They're federal officers, but they were from Homeland Security. That's who did all the investigation for FEMA. And to make a long story short, 9 months later, the 2 indictments came down, one for her, one for me, to turn ourselves into the federal courthouse. I was indicted for making a false statement to a federal agent. She was indicted for FEMA fraud. We turned ourselves in. They gave us a $250,000 signature bond to be out. They put us on these ankle monitors. I go, "Wait a second. I never heard of this. We're not even convicted yet." And I had to report to somebody every week, twice a week. And I'm going, "That's not how justice works. I'm not even convicted." "Well, no, we give you a signature bond. We control your whole life."
Okay, but I'm saying, okay. So anyway, so so you got 9 months for lying to him about your wife not being there.
It's public knowledge. You can look it up. I was federal inmate 738-13018. Go to the federal.
And all you did wrong was lie about your wife's being in the house.
He tried to fight a guy. He tried to fight the guy too.
But that's why they indicted me, Ray. That's the whole. Here's what the prosecutor said: if Mr. Catalano, this is what came out in the federal court. If Mr. Catalano didn't inject himself into this case, being an asshole to my officers, he wouldn't even. We wouldn't really care about him. He's got no record. He's squeaky clean. The guy worked hard as we didn't want to do nothing to him. But because he wants to be an asshole, which has been my problem my life, I'll speak my mind. Sometimes I open this mouth before I should think. I should think before I open my mouth. But you know what? I was taught from early age. What you believe in, you go for it and you stick up for yourself. And that's what I've done my whole life, whether I was right or wrong. And I've been wrong a couple times in my life.
Yeah, you were wrong on that one.
I was right. I was wrong. I should have kept my mouth shut and just let them do what they wanted, and none of this happened. In a nutshell, it destroyed everything. We lost our home. I lost my car. I lost every possession I had. All my collectibles with all my years in baseball, working. I worked in Major League and Minor League Baseball for over 30 years. I ran the locker rooms. I started out as a Major League
Hurricane actually did get you in the end.
Huh?
The hurricane ruined everything after all.
They got
Yeah, you lost everything thanks to that fucking cunt hurricane.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care. I wouldn't change nothing for the world because a man's got to stick up for his wife and his family, or he's not a man.
Yeah, but what did your wife try to do?
She made a false claim, and they were giving you make a claim and you get money for damages after the hurricane. And she received $18,000, and some of it was
$18,000. How long did she go to jail for?
30 months. She did 18 months in prison. She got out, went to the federal halfway house.
Over $18,000?
And that's what we said. But we didn't have money for a high-priced lawyer.
Holy shit, I'm embezzling way more than that in the Bahamas with Northwest 10.
You're gone for life, Kevin.
But my wife had a little bit of a criminal history from her past, and that's why they hammered her. So, I guess I went to a country club. I had it made. It was sweet where I was at. I was at Coleman, Florida. And
you can do anything you want. You can walk all around, right?
Good fellas, you made your own pasta?
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to. That's contraband, but we had stingers. We made stingers where you stick in a little socket, you take wires and bolts and nuts, and you make a stinger, you stick it in a socket, you take the coat hanger, put it in a bucket of water, and the stinger sends the electric to the water and boils the water so you can cook anything you want,
That's how they're making
I would try to sell this segment to the Shuli Network, Bob's Cooking Show. You can
you can do the cooking show.
Cooking prison tips.
But Joey, how did you lose all the collectibles in that? How did they?
When I went to prison, I left my daughter was. I said, listen, when I left November 11th, because I already had did some of my time before I got officially officially found guilty, I had did like 2 months in the county jail, which counted as time towards my 9 month sentence because I violated my terms of my bond and they took me to jail. They came and got me before sentencing because I just didn't think it was fair that they got to monitor my life and I'm not convicted. So I gave them all kinds of hell. And he said, I had enough of this. I'm revoking your bond. And they took me to the Marion County jail. So then, now, Bob, refresh me. What did you just ask me? You asked me
about your collectibles. From all the years you've been working.
No.
Wouldn't it be crazy if somebody sold them to Ray?
Yeah.
Well,
I would check
I had
Ray's
a lot of
bank.
stuff. I had comic books I had coins. I had everything. I mean, I had my jewelry.
Hit the like button.
So, Bob, yeah. So my daughter, I left November 8th to go to court. I was going to see the judge for a violation. And she said, I'll see you tonight, Dad. I go, listen to me. I'm not coming back tonight. They're going to take me in custody. You'll be all right. I'll be home by April. I said, so I go, there's enough money.
That sounds like a country song, doesn't it? I'll be home by April.
I'll be home by April. And I said, just pay the bills. My brother-in-law who got a disability check was helping us out. I go, you got Kevin's check, you got my check. Pay the bills. I'll be home.
Kevin, who the fuck is that Bahama money?
Kevin, say hi to everybody.
Adam, call this episode "Too Many Kevins."
So
two
Kevin.
shows in a row.
when they found my daughter dead in the house on February 2nd, 2022, and they got a hold of my wife. They told my wife right away. And 3 days later, because I wasn't allowed to communicate my wife to her prison, they don't allow that.
Well, she died. What she died of?
Well, they're saying it was a drug overdose, but she this older gentleman that I don't know. She's 21. He was 40. Who got into her head and made him think that she loved him and programmed her to do whatever he wants. This man is no good, but they can't link nothing to him. He pimps out girls. He was pimping out my daughter. He put a gun to my 3-year-old grandson's head, who was
Sounds
autistic.
like Producer Joe. Is it Producer Joe?
No, it's not. And so they found her dead. The baby had no adults, so they took my grandson into custody. And they found he went to the home of the baby's father's aunt, who just became a doctor. Good people. When I got out, I contacted the woman and asked her if I could see my grandson, and she called the court and said I was harassing her. I asked her one time. So that's what happened, Bob. After they found my daughter, all the people she was associated looted my house, took everything out of my home. My vehicle was gone. I had a nice Harley. I got it outside here. I live in the hood now, by the way, Ray. I live in the hood, buddy. You want to make a rap video? I live above a strip mall in Tampa, Florida, and go down my stairs. Right now, there's about 13 bums out there sleeping on the ground. Right outside my door.
Wait, you live in Tampa?
Is Gladwell Ape your landlord?
I don't know.
Wait, you live in Tampa?
I live in Tampa. I moved to Florida when I went to work for the Phillies in 2000.
No, but you live near the stadium? You live near the stadium?
When I in Clearwater Stadium,
Walmart on
no, not Clearwater. The Tampa Bay. What's the name?
Yeah.
Right.
The Buccaneers. You live near the
Buccaneers.
Stadium?
I live real close. The Buccaneers are on Dale Baker and MLK. I live
Dale
in
Baker. There it is.
That's where Chad lives.
I know. Chad hit me up today and said he'll be in Tampa soon.
He'll be in Tampa soon.
That's what he said. I asked him when he's going to be in Tampa. He said real soon. I'll hang out with Chad, man.
Like today?
Chad's my kind of guy, man.
Chad's my kind of guy.
You guys should do a show. I'd pay for that.
Behind bars.
Like I said, with all respect to you, and Bob is my voice of reason. Bob has said some good to me. He said a lot of good. If you go on Kevin's show, don't blow it. I went on Shuli's show like a raving, craving lunatic as Batman. And, I thought that's what Shuli wanted. I made a mistake.
You went on as a character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all this character. I wore my Batman. You see my Batman?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Here's my Batman man. See?
No, we don't play games. We're not a freak show.
Bob, I would never do that to you. Yes, I would enjoy working under your expertise and to pick your brain and to meet the Ray DeVitos and have Bob give me.
Well, I don't want to be on your bad side. That's for sure.
You're not. Never have been, Ray. All I know is Jake is a great kid. He's older. He's same age as my sons. I had 8 children. I got 7. 1 died. 13 grandchildren. This is my 3rd marriage. I got a wonderful wife. And you and
Bob have a lot in common.
We should do.
I like Bob a lot, and I respect him. He's just a good guy. Bob, and I understand Bob when he backs off and say, I don't want to get involved with that. Bob's a smart guy, because he's got friends everywhere. He understands. I'm not going to say something about this guy to backfire me on this end. Bob's a very smart, reserved person.
If other people have problems with each other, that's their problem, not really mine. I can't,
right.
I got to read some super chats. Speaking of that, Shuli stole your viewers and money yesterday. Still, Bob Levy defends him, and Bob Levy is your friend.
Yeah, I am Kevin's friend. Is
it question mark at the end?
And I will do, Kevin, I've always been there for you. I'd never stab you. I always fucking anything, whether it was compound, whatever, I'm there to protect.
This is not the episode to make stabbing references.
What?
You said I'll never stab you, Kevin. I go, this is not the episode to make stabbing references.
Where are Ray's bobbleheads? He's in New York. He don't bring his bobbleheads with him. You should bring all the stuff in your suitcase.
You should bring a couple with you so you don't get lonely.
Yeah, for good luck.
Yeah.
You should have went on Jim and Sam and put him right on the desk for good luck, like a real fucking loser.
You know how much pussy this gets me?
Johan Melendo, Kevin, show could have been way better with Kumi and Shuli. You're a spiteful piazza. You have the vision of blind Mike. Wow. Yeah, was I supposed to bring everybody on and do a 9-hour show and on my dime? I'm not the fucking district attorney. I wasn't prosecuting Stuttering John. I had Carl on. I like Carl. Kumia does a show at 4:00. And he's such a hack. He was snipe streaming. I'm the center of it all, you cocksuckers. And was I going to bring Shuli on so he could work it out or fight with John? He let him do it, that fucking cheap Shuli. My favorite is Bob saying we're moving away from stud show. We're doing it twice a week now. Isn't doing a show twice a week about one person a lot? Thank you.
No, it used to be 4.
It's a numbers game.
Yeah, if you look at it that way, they are cutting back. Snoopity Doggity. Bob is Switzerland.
I do like Bob looks like Wolf Blitzer now with the little beard coming in.
Bob has a beard?
You're funny now that you're on Jim and Sam? Shut the fuck up. Look, the whole thing is that I don't – if I hated people because other people hated them, I would have never met Kevin.
Oh, this from Joey C.
How are you doing this?
I don't have a lot of money, but I had to get a hold of you today. I had to see that you emailed me, so that's why I had to get a hold of you.
Joey C. Is you, though, right?
That's me. That's me, yeah.
Joey C. Kevin, fuck Shuli is nothing but a general manager for 15 years for the Whack Packer. That's his resume. I'm ready to tell you everything. Give me a link. I will not be disrespectful to your show or you.
He told you everything.
It's weird seeing stuff from the future.
It's amazing.
That's pretty cool. But, you know, Kevin,
I make dreams come true. Right? How much money are you making off of my show? Yeah. You're like a millionaire. Your best year was $30K. You're going to top that this year. Thank me.
Thank you, Kevin.
Hit the like button.
He's going to have high-pitched haircut soon. He's going to go start getting the Whack Packer to come on his show. That's all he's going to have left. So my prediction is 1 year from yesterday, the Shuli Network will be folded up. That's my prediction.
No, we just got new posters. We just got new.
You got the posters. We're sending them out.
He's putting the cart before the horse. He's got too many things in the oven, and he's destroying himself with Joe the producer. That's going to be his demise, and he will see I'm right. Trust me.
Right? Brain Elise was good. He read the super chats well. When Elise dug a hole about astrology, he told her to shut up. Details about his mom were touching. When was this, Ray?
A few days ago. Elise is a great lady. She's a good lady.
Shut the fuck up, Ray. You got nothing nice. You got nothing bad to say about anybody. It's pathetic.
Did you go out on your second date yet?
No, I'm in New York. I don't know if I'm going to go out with that girl again.
Why?
Chris
Ray,
Young. I don't even care. Chris Young. Ray, just tell us when you got laid. I don't want to hear about kissing. I mean, what are we 12? Chris Young, damn, it was good. Only thing you need to focus on is erasing Chad. Without your show, he is nada. Chad's eating a big dick. That's why he's sending tweets about, you know what? If Kevin don't play his cards right, I'm not going to go to Atlantic City. I'll manage.
I'm not going to Atlantic City.
I got to get him first class on Spirit Airlines. I don't have that kind of money. Stuttering John broke me yesterday.
He's coming to Tampa soon.
You know, I said here, Kevin. I said here to my wife, if Kevin will not let Shuli on, he knows if he lets Shuli on, Shuli wins if you let him on, and I'll tell you why. See, you got John over to you, and all Shuli had left now was the beg for that link. The beg, that's all he talks about. How you didn't give him link, but if you gave him that link, I felt you would have gave him some victory. You did. I told my wife, Kevin will never send that link to him. I don't care who tells him. I knew I was right.
Listen, once I got John on and he stayed on and I got my money's worth, I won no matter what because everyone said it couldn't be done. I'm like the man on the moon. It's like it can't be done. You can't put a man on the moon. You can't get Stuttering John and pay him in advance. I did it.
You're like a kid.
And now people are like, send me the link. You should have done this. Nobody else had the fucking balls to pay him in advance. And because they're like, he won't show up. He's like Bigfoot. You don't even know if he exists.
You should tell the
EGN.
misfits that. Lesson learned. Misfits, you hear that? Balls. It takes balls sometimes, misfits, to move mountains.
This is why I
EGN.
like him and Jake. You and Jake are doing a good show. I
No,
watched.
Jake stinks. Jake don't talk.
No, Jake.
No, Jake's
they-
been
No,
better
him and
because-
Chad. I'm gonna get in business with Chad. I'm gonna have Joey C and Chad. I that's gonna be on my network.
How about this?
All right,
Florida's
hey.
Most Wanted.
Yes. Yes,
Hey.
Bob. Bob's
you
an
ever
idea,
been
man.
wanted? It's not a good feeling when they come for you. They don't come knocking at the door at 3 in the
And you have
afternoon.
Chad, so you and Chad have a lot to talk about.
A lot in
Chad
common.
knows that feeling. Chad knows that feeling when they're coming for you, whether it's coleslaw or to get arrested.
That's right.
Even if they
And you know
know
what the funny thing
you.
is? My whole family
They're
was
taking
Chicago
it.
police officers. My father, my grandfather,
Yeah.
my uncle,
Yeah.
they were all Chicago cops. 200 years of service in the Chicago Police Department. But my
Yeah.
dad was a crooked cop. We worked both sides. My dad was in with the
like
outfit.
Officer Levy, you mean?
Yeah.
You
works
know how
both
Chicago
sides.
is. You know how corrupt Chicago is. You know how it is.
Everybody was
EGN.
doing it. Why not? Right? That's the way he probably looked at it. He got to take care of his family. The money wasn't good back then.
You take care of your own. I was always told Chicago people we're good people. We don't lie. We were loudmouths. We tell it like it is. We wear our heart on sleeve. We're not afraid of nothing. It don't matter what it is. That's how Chicago people are built. That's just the Chicago people. That's how we are.
Can I get you?
Chicago?
Can I read a super chat? Do I have your permission to read a super chat? Holy fucking shit. AGN, Bob, your Gumar or Jumar Shuli is a hack. KB1 and Roger Waters is a musical genius. Donate. EGN's the best. I mean,
Yeah, you
listen.
can't deny.
I mean, and
music
we're
takes
laundering money now. We're in business together. We're going to the Bahamas.
That's why
It's
we're
fucking-
bringing Joey. He knows people on the inside.
Yeah, he knows who to talk to in a federal penitentiary system.
I know a few
federal
people,
is the
buddy.
way to go.
I mean,
Another classic, James O'Sullivan.
Mm-hmm.
Just the Hall of Famers today. Ray, I'm randomly finding myself anxious about your career / finances. Please, can you do 1 week without the drugs? I talked to Doc. No seizures, but halves IQ. What? What's the last thing? I talked
I
to
think he's
Doc.
talking about my me being
medicine?
on seizure medication.
I talked to Doc. No seizures, but halves IQ. What?
I'm never going off it. I don't want to.
He's not going to have
Yeah,
seizures, but he's going to have half the
I'll
IQ.
put it on.
Pills do fuck you up, and certain people.
Oh, that's what he's
more.
saying. Oh, I
Yeah.
talked to the doc. No seizures, but half IQ. So he's saying, I see you don't have seizures, but you're dumb.
Zombie. You're a zombie.
I'm
You know,
dumb,
a lot of
Tony.
people get to be.
Maybe that's
zombies
why you don't
on
want to have
pills.
sex with women because of the drugs.
that's true.
Joey C.
Yeah, your dick don't work
It's
really.
true, Ray. It's true.
No, a lot of drugs kill your libido.
Mm-hmm.
No, they do. Like certain drugs will make you. That's your high, and you get off on that. And then a friend of mine told me a story. He was in rehab, and the counselor said he would go ask his girlfriend, "Give me sex, give me sex," and he'd go in the bathroom, shoot the heroin up, come out. She goes, "I'm ready for sex." He goes, "I already got my sex. Thank you." That's it. It was done deal. Once he shot the heroin, he didn't want her.
Well,
You
I
know,
get
It's the
mine
most
from a
important
doctor.
thing.
but-
I'm the same way with super
Prescription
chats. I
medication's the
can't fuck
worst,
my
right?
wife after super
Put it in
chat.
my veins.
Raisin bread. You paid $3,000 to watch Carla get her arse kicked. Who's Carla? Money well
Carla,
spent.
that's Carl.
Carl?
When he called her,
Oh.
I love when John called him Carla. He's like, Carla?
Oh, you paid
That's what she
$3 to
did.
watch Carla get her arse kicked. Money well spent. The price is higher to watch John similarly beat Shuli to a pulp.
I
Yeah, well,
thought
even
that
Carl,
those
even
two-
Carl laughed at that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, no, but I thought those two was very compelling.
I thought they were
they
great.
they had a lot of anger towards each other. No matter what you want to say, it was definitely on both sides, and it was very entertaining.
Plus, it wasn't going to be inside baseball, Howard Stern. Then remember, we did this and we did. Nobody gives a fuck. I mean, most people have no idea what they're talking about. So Carl kept it on stuff that we could relate to. Everybody knows what Carl does. Everybody knows what Stuttering John does. And he basically invented this trolling Stuttering John. I mean, he did it before the fucking shit network did it. Jimmy I, Ray, Kevin
Change
needs
the
some
name now.
loving. Why aren't you telling him that Karen Feehan, Ian Lara, and Norton adore him from your stellar performance? What are you holding back on me, Ray, for?
Yeah.
They all
what
love
happened
you.
today?
We talked about you a lot, man. They
Karen
all-
Feehan won't return my phone calls or my dick pics.
Mhm. She returned
No,
it.
she
with
loves
another
you. She'll
dick
do your podcast whenever, man.
Whenever. She won't read unless she changed the number. Maybe she did because she's on OnlyFans, and I love it on OnlyFans. You ever see her asshole?
I'm sure it's on there.
Me and Kumia looked at it for about a half an hour one show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jimmy I. You didn't read the whole chat about Stuttering John. Okay, well, fucking sue me.
You're going to jail anyway, so what do you matter? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once they catch me embezzling, I can't wait till they play this in court where I'm
Look, he took pictures of him.
Levy is a snake. Oh, this Snake. That's his name, Snake.
Mm-hmm.
It's appropriate. Levy is a Judas. So is Melton. I'll have some more money for you in AC so you can keep all of it. You're the king. Fuck Shuley and his band of thieves. This guy, I like this guy, Snake. Yeah, Melton fucking turned me. I'm in the t-shirt business with him, and he's recommending to watch fucking the Shit Network instead of my show. I'm like, what the fuck is Melton even doing? I mean, I think people are right to say cut him loose. Now they got Joey C on the fucking on the lineup. I don't even know if I need Melton.
Yeah, Joey's good.
Joey C's got better stories than Melton.
Kevin, did you do Second City in your life when you were younger years? Did you ever do that?
I'd rather not answer. No, I didn't do Second City. No, I never did Second City. I'm not an actor. What is I'm like some kind of piazza?
What? Tell him about
a lot
Spin
of those guys
City,
came out
Kevin.
of Second City that were on SNL.
Kevin,
Didn't
come on.
No, yeah, but I started stand up in Chicago, but I never did. I'm not Second City. What I'm gonna pretend I'm a tree. Hey, yes, and what did you say? That's funny. Improv acting is the most pathetic. You got to pretend everybody's funny. Hey, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to riff like Dave Landau? He went to Second City. Let's do some good-natured riffing.
Yeah. That's good.
You're such an asshole.
Bob's Fly Baby. Mike Morris would have been better than Carl yesterday. What?
I thought
Mike Morris.
was great.
Mike Morris is only good if you need somebody not to talk.
You committed
And you're
murder
like,
with
hey, is Mike Morris available? We need a non-speaking role. We're bringing people. I want to bring someone to a funeral. Is Mike Morris available? We need a quiet guy.
We need a corpse.
We need a corpse. We need a dead guy.
We're doing improv.
Tape 2. John was way more relatable when he was talking about his embarrassment driving for Uber. Imagine making Tonight Show money than to paying alimony while having to drive strangers to get by. The weirdest thing is, I mean, he's well known enough that he kind of doesn't want them to know that it's Stuttering
What did
John.
he say he was paying again? Like $4,200? That's a lot.
I don't know,
man.
huh?
Yeah. $4,200 a month, I think, for alimony.
Yeah, I think once if they get you when you're making a lot of money, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
I think
Like
it
they do that with
changes at any time.
No, they do that with athletes all the time. They get divorced and they have to pay child support on their professional sports money, but then they retire and then they all go bankrupt.
Yeah, that's why Wilt Chamberlain picked me up in an Uber one day, and I said, "How many kids you got?"
Scottie Pippen's wife just made out with a fortune. Got half his shit.
Did she got half of it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's dating who now?
Michael Jordan's son.
How fucked up is that?
Yeah, she's a fucked up lady. Daniel Poon, KB was able to draw John out of his hidey hole, and that was worth its weight in super chat gold. Thank you, Daniel Poon. Yeah, I'm amazing. I did the unthinkable, the undoable. It's unbelievable. People said it couldn't be done. I did it.
And you did it in the fourth quarter. You did it.
Fourth quarter, you came through. You're like Jordan.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you did it
with 5 minutes left.
Huh?
You did it with like 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
You went in and got it.
Hail Mary.
Joey C is a real person. Absolutely, man. And
I'm as
catch
real as
up
it
on
gets.
some of the shows with him and Jake, and you'll see them just having nice conversations. And it's good. And I
Guaranteed. Now that I'm putting Joey on my show, guaranteed Julie's going to be like, "Hey, you know what? Maybe I should give Joey C a show." Right?
Yeah,
Doesn't he steal everybody? Joey, you mind if I talk on my show? That's what he does. Didn't he give Ray a show after he saw Ray on my show? Didn't he give Levy was on my show and he goes, "Why don't I do a show with Levy?"
Yeah.
Now he's got fucking Pat Dixon. I mean, anybody that sees on my show, he's like, hey, you know what? Hey, you know what?
There it goes again.
He's a fanook.
This is a T-shirt. Somehow that's a T-shirt.
I'm out of the Melton business.
That's a T-shirt.
Oh, that's great.
Mr. Blue Sky 50 knock. Justice for Detroit.
Not anytime soon. She fucked me. She fucked me royally, and she's gonna pay. Detroit, get ready to have your door knocked by the feds. And they don't knock like regular feds. They knock real heavy because they don't have to answer to anybody.
They never use the doorbell. Am I right, Joe?
No, they knock real hard, especially when they come early in the morning. Detroit.
4 in the morning, 4:30.
I love it. I love when I watch those shows where the cops knock on the people. They make a drug bust. Like they come at like 5 in the morning, real loud. Everyone's like, "What the hell? Where are my corn pops?" Or they just knock down the door. I mean, yeah, the feds and the cops, they knock real fucking loud. I like this Joey C. Are you a made man? Jimmy I wants to know.
I'll put it to you this way. Never got my button, but my godfather was Tony DeAnne Spilotro. It's my godfather. Who you guys all know, they made the movie Casino about. Joe Pesci played the part. I was around those guys. I seen a lot of ugliness. But at 18 years old, I was out in Vegas in the off season of baseball. I went out there and was working for this one guy that I didn't know he really had a lot of juice. And some things happened.
We call them Shoolies. We call them Shoolies.
Yeah. So that was a Jewish guy too. I was helping out this Jewish guy, matter of fact. And I
hope you didn't help him too much.
No, I didn't help him
because they'll stab you right in the back.
I almost got killed. There was a contract out of me for 8 months until I got back to Chicago, and I hid in the projects because my best friend growing up was a big leader in the Disciples, and I couldn't go to my dad because my dad told me. My dad took the phone and goes, "You're a fucking idiot. You just killed both of us." Hung the phone at me and wouldn't talk to me. My father said, "We're done. You just killed both of us." And he called me every name in the book, so I had nowhere to go for protection. So he finally convinced my dad to go talk to them. We went and met at Dunkin' Donuts at Grand in Harlem in Chicago.
Was Barry outside?
They
Did they have good Wi-Fi?
This was back in 1983. They sent the big guy.
Yeah, Barry probably was there then, 1983.
Barry was a young 48-year-old then.
Elmwood Park is when he said it. The meeting was in Elmwood Park. And
okay. In Jersey?
And then Joey Lombardo, after they found Tony's plot in the cornfields, he squashed my debt. And they told me that I had to pay nothing. And he just said that it was done. He took care of me, and the rest is history. I got to live my life. I should have been killed at 18. I should have been out in the Las Vegas desert, to be honest with you. So,
Mason and Portland, Joey C is a bigger nutball than I imagined.
No, I'm
Joey's great.
I think he means that in a good way.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, they like nutball.
I speak the fucking truth. I don't lie. I gotta lie to nobody. I don't give a... If it's someone close to me, I'm going to ruin that relationship with life. If it's people I don't know, who the fuck are they I got to lie to? I don't got to lie to them.
Alonzo Jones, cut him loose. I think he's talking about Ray.
I'm hoping.
Okay, that's a show. Ray, me, Chad, Ray, me, and Jake. That's the show right there.
It is. He's right. He's right.
Can Joey C please have a real stroke? Glory-seeking wannabe whack pack Piazza.
Mike Piazza. Yeah, good guy.
Hall of Famer.
He is a Hall of Famer. Tommy Lasorda's nephew.
Yeah. This guy's a dope, Sergeant Barnes saying.
That's me.
He never liked Ray. He never
I might
liked
have
Ray.
been a lot of it in my earlier years, but that's about it. Yeah.
Cut the guitars from Smash Mouth loose. Oh, that's you, Ray. The Pink Manther.
That's me.
When's that show? This weekend?
Oh, shit.
When's the show?
Yeah, Friday.
Kevin, you wanna go?
I plugged the.
I'm definitely going. Is it Friday?
Saturday, right?
Friday night. No, it's Friday. I got the dates wrong on the.
I'm sorry.
I'm there Friday.
the
Bobby
dates.
Kelly's there Saturday. I accidentally promoted
Okay.
Bobby Kelly.
Kevin's okay, baby. He's a good guy. So is Bob. Ray's all right, too. My wife just came home. I was just telling her. She heard me cussing. She goes, "Oh, what's going on? My husband's riled up now. What's going on?"
Nah,
Is she the
it's all
hurricane
right.
lady, or is that a different wife?
No, this is my hurricane. Well, they know about us. The hurricane. They asked why we were arrested.
You stayed married to her?
I'm the female federale. That's me, the convict.
Well, you stuck it out with her?
Stuck it out with her. My daughter, back when
How
we
bad
first
with your other wives that you stuck it out with her?
This is my wife. This is the one I've been with for 8 years.
Yeah.
I know, but she sent you to jail.
She didn't send me to jail. I chose to stick up for her like a man should.
He sent himself to jail. I
sent myself to jail. My wife didn't put me in jail. She was going to jail, not me.
Borger wants to know the chat asks, how much is stolen copper going for these days?
Oh, about $7 a pound.
It's pretty high still, right? It's a good price, right?
A good price, yeah.
You ever seen new houses? They always fucking close them up now because they have to.
Joey C.
People are pieces of shit.
Joey C is an amalgamation of the MLC family.
Yeah. All right, there they are, the misfits. That's good. They're making me famous. The more they hate me, the more people are wanting to talk to me. They blow up everybody's chat. Chewy's chat gets blown up like crazy every time I say something. One thing I say, if I say hello, they blow it up. I go on another show yesterday, So.
Joey, show us your copy of Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah.
That's what whatchamacallit had.
Here's one of my good true friends. He's got 1.5 million views on and he's my mentor, Michael Francesi. That's the band right there.
No, I think the Catcher in the Rye was one of the guys who shot one of the presidents. I think the guy who shot somebody was an assassin had Catcher in the Rye in his fucking.
Right, you should know. You went to college. What is
the thing that who liked whatchamacallit? Who's the one that John Hinckley? I think
John Hinckley. He's the one that shot the president in the.
Yeah, because he trying to get the lesbian actress's attention. Yeah,
right.
I guess he didn't know. I guess they found out when he went to jail. He's like, she was a lesbian anyway. What am I doing? What am I even doing?
Now I'm gay. This is weird.
I can't even. I shot the president for someone who's not even have sex with me or any man.
She was also like 14 at the time. Jodie Foster.
She was a grown up 14.
Yeah.
No, she was already a movie star.
She looked 15.
Yeah, but no, she was playing an underage prostitute.
Taxi driver.
Yeah.
Northwest Ken, where did you find this whack packer?
Well,
I'm from Cleveland, Northwest Ken. You know me. You already know me.
Northwest Ken, DM me about the laundering situation.
Yeah.
Are you out of quarters? Wink, wink.
I got my Tide Pods. How do we do this?
Yes, we all speak in code now. 712 Colgate. Kevin, tell this guy to stop with the ear beatings. Town crier position is filled. I like Joey C.
Yeah.
He's got a great backstory, and he stuck it out with his wife, which I would never do. My wife got a parking ticket. I would divorce her, let alone.
Why? You gotta stick up for your wife.
No, I don't. I'll find another one. At the 99 cent store.
Nowhere to park.
In the famous words of Rodney Dangerfield, I'll tell you, I get no respect at all. I tell you, my car broke down. I called AAA. They left the car and towed me away. I tell you, I get no respect.
Oh, this guy does characters too.
Let's hire him now. He does everything. I can do.
Are you gonna invite Chad over?
Shirley, fuck you! I ain't coming on your show, Shirley. I'm fucking high pitched.
He probably lives. If he lives in the ghetto, he probably lives in the same neighborhood as Chad.
Yeah.
I live 2 exits from the casino, from the Hard Rock off I-4. I live at exit 3. The casino's at exit 5.
How far is the stadium from your house, for real?
3 miles, 3.5 miles, 4 miles.
Okay, then I know where you live, and Chad lives close to that.
Yeah.
No,
can you live stream you and Chad hanging out?
I'd love to do that. Listen, if Kevin needs me, I'm doing it.
Just go to the Walmart. Just go to the Walmart. Chad's there every day. Kevin, tell this guy, Adam, we read this one. Huh?
Just look for the guy with the selfie
stick.
Maybe they can
meet. They can meet on the road.
Your selfie sticks can touch.
I love it.
Keep your credit cards in your sock, though.
Ace. KB, you're a genius. Thank you. I didn't super chat yesterday because that show was legendary. Needed no interruptions. He's right. Not because I'm poor. I got fridge magnets and a Miata that would make any Colombian chick soaking motherfucking wet. He's going after one of our other super chatters there. Yeah, I mean, if he's telling the truth, it's like the show. Yeah, I mean, obviously the super chats were great, but I mean, I think some people are thinking like they're getting. I'll send super chat tomorrow because people didn't want to interrupt the show, so I appreciate it. But I appreciate the super chats too.
I got like a paper. It's on my desk, on my dresser.
Johan, cut buddy, hack it loose. He can't shut up since he got the link.